Ruth and Boaz, the love God uses to redeem stories. New Year, a love that begins in loss, not in promise. The new year usually begins with promises. But Ruth's story begins with loss. She does not step into a new season full of dreams, but carrying grief, a widow, a foreigner, no guarantees. No clear future. Everything familiar is behind her. And still, she chooses not to return. She chooses to stay. Where you go, I will go. That sentence is not romantic. It is born from loyalty when nothing requires it. Ruth enters a new chapter not because life improved, but because she remained faithful when it would have been easier to leave. And that confronts how we usually start a new year. We want security before surrender, answers before obedience, results before faithfulness. Boaz does not appear first as romance. He appears as a field, an ordinary place, a working place, a quiet environment where nothing dramatic seems to be happening. And that is exactly where God begins to write something new. Ruth does not arrive demanding. She arrives gathering leftovers. Humble, silent, persistent. How many times does the new year find us like that? Without applause, without certainty, only with the decision to keep going. True love does not always begin with an encounter. Sometimes it begins with staying. And the new year does not ask what you lost. It watches whether, despite the loss, you remained faithful. Boaz. The love that protects before it possesses. Boaz does not fall in love at first sight. He observes before he desires. He notices character before attraction. He sees a woman who could have chosen comfort, but chose loyalty. A woman guided not by ease, but by integrity. And here's a truth few want to hear at the start of a new year. Healthy love is not rushed, it is respectful. Boaz protects Ruth before he ever touches her. He provides safety before claiming intimacy. He honors before he promises. In a world that treats love like consumption, this story feels almost unfamiliar. But it reveals God's pattern. Love that comes from Him does not manipulate, or rush. This new year does not need more intense emotions. It needs secure connections. Boaz offers covering, dignity, and rest. He creates a space where Ruth can exist without fear. And maybe this is what God wants to restore in this new season. Relationships where the other person is not a threat, but a shelter. Where love does not drain, but strengthens. Boaz reminds us that spiritual maturity is revealed not only in what we feel, but in how we protect what we care about. A new year, a love that redeems stories. Ruth and Boaz do not end as just a couple. They become part of the lineage of David, and later, the lineage of Christ. That changes everything. Their love is not only personal, it is redemptive. It rescues a broken story and places it inside God's eternal plan. The new year will not be defined only by what you experience, but by what God can generate from your quiet faithfulness. Ruth did not know her decision would impact generations. Boaz could not imagine his integrity would echo through centuries. And that reveals something powerful as this year begins. God works in dimensions our eyes cannot see. You may think you are only surviving, but heaven may be building a legacy. True love is not loud. It is consistent. Let this new year not be about finding someone perfect, but about becoming someone whole. Learn from Ruth how to remain, learn from Boaz how to protect. Because when love is lived in God's timing, it does not only heal the present, it transforms the future. And the year begins with this quiet question. Does your love only create moments, or does it carry redemption?